Okay, we are now.
Oh, okay. Were we before?
I think it may have shut off. I'm not sure why.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now you're good.
Cool.
Okay, I don't see anybody on crosswind. Got some heavy traffic up there. Other than that, looks like we're in pretty good shape. And you have the hood, right, sir?
Yes, I sure do. You handed it to me, and it's right here.
All right. All right, gonna do lights, camera, action here. Lights are good. Standby is good. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, taking 17 for upwind departure, Columbia.
Just confirm I did give you an IFR clearance, and you read it back properly, just because we don't think we got that recorded.
Copy that.
But that's, you concur with that, right?
Yes, I concur.
Good deal. Fight you departure up to 4,000. With the void time.
And we're well in advance of our void time, 2:58.
Excellent.
Noting down our time. Lights, camera, action are clear. Final is clear. Runway looks clear. Runway is clear. Make sure you're going full rich. And bring in full power. 3 on runway centerline. 2, 1. Power is full. RPMs are good. Gauges are in the green. M-bus and E-bus are good. Airspeed is alive. 36 coming to 40, coming to 45. Looking for 55. And 55. And climbing 5 to 7 degrees. Nose up, holding that run 174 heading. Turning for 7 degrees. Tapping those brakes. Holding that 174, 5 to 7 degrees, nose up. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is on the upwind 17. Columbia. Don't see any traffic in our area, we're looking good, holding that 174. 5 to 7 degrees, nose up. Coming to 2700, then we'll be direct P2. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is on the upwind, departure from 17. We are departing to the south. Final call, Columbia. 26 coming to 27. 174 on the heading.
Traffic, Intel 12, about 6 mile.
Next drag coming up to 180 next.
Runway 34 McClellan.
And back at 180. 5 to 7 degrees, nose up.
Excellent. Alright, my controls.
Your controls.
My controls.
Intel 12 has 701 in sight.
Okay, I'm back.
Your controls.
Your controls. My controls. And at this point, I would
tanker 96 crossing midfield.
normally start reaching out to NorCal, but you want me to wait for that?
That's fine. Yeah, NorCal's, or go ahead and contact. I'll be NorCal for a moment. I'll hand you off when you're gone.
Okay, continuing my climb to 4,033, coming to 4, holding on this heading, 1.4 miles to go to P2.
Alright, what would you say to NorCal?
NorCal, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, departed I would say VFR request. Try to be respectful.
Remember we got an IFR clearance earlier though.
Oh. Yeah. NorCal, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, departed Columbia 3,400. Would like to pick up the practice VFR approach for ILS 28 right at Modesto.
5 Whiskey Mike, roger, radar contact. 4 miles south of Columbia,
Number 9,
3,600,
left down, 34, touch go.
maintain 4,000, turn right heading 200 vectors for the ILS.
Well, traffic, Intel 12.
Right heading 200 vectors for the ILS, maintain 4,605 Whiskey.
Pattern, I don't think it's straight in advisable today.
And 5 Whiskey Mike, you are clear to contact NorCal on 125.1 when you have the ATIS.
Copy. Wait till I hit 4,000 here. Level off.
And then use the autopilot like you would use the autopilot if I wasn't here.
Okay.
If you were going to use it, use it. If you wouldn't use it, don't use it. Just
Copy that.
don't make it any different than when I would be here.
Copy that. Leveling off 4,000. Trimming. Okay, we're going to fly a heading. Altitude. Holding at 4,000.
Tanker 96 left base, 34, touch and go with McClellan.
Heading is engaged, autopilot is engaged. Altitude is engaged at 4,400. Throttling back. Correction a little bit there.
Tanker 96, turning a mile and a half, 2 mile final, runway 34, McClellan.
Available on flight service frequencies. South service fuel, not available. 5G NOTAM in effect from Modesto Airport. Advise on initial contact, you have Romeo. Notice the confirmation, Romeo 2253 Zulu. Wind 320 at 10, visibility 10, sky condition clear. Temperature 17, dew point 1, altimeter 3019er. Visual approach runway 28 right in use. Landing and departing runways 28. A delay program is in effect for aircraft departing to San Francisco and for jet aircraft departing to Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and San Diego. Contact ground control for details. Hazardous weather information available on flight service frequencies. South service fuel, not available. 5G NOTAM in effect for Modesto Airport. Advise on initial contact, you have Romeo.
NorCal, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike, VFR request.
Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike, NorCal approach,
NorCal approach, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike, 4,000 level, departed Columbia approximately 10 miles to the south. We'd like to do the practice VFR ILS 28 right approach at Modesto.
L5 Whiskey Mike, maintain VFR, squawk 5340.
1 Delta. The lowest.
5340 for 605 Whiskey Mike, maintain VFR.
1 Delta Lima, maintain VFR 3000.
3,000, 1 Delta.
Okay. And NorCal, can Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike get vectors for that approach?
Sorry, 5 Whiskey Mike, say again.
Can 605 Whiskey Mike get vectors for the ILS 28 right approach?
5 Whiskey Mike, man.
And when we get to the next control, just make sure he understands we're going to do multiple approaches.
Okay. Okay, power is good, mixture is good, landing light is off, flight plan is open, cruise checklist is complete. Okay, looks like we're coming in between DeRay and Z-Lot, so that's 1,800. So
up Lima, cross up to at 3,000.
if I don't get a descent here, 5 miles out, I'll request a VFR descent down to 2,000.
1 Delta.
We're going to turn right heading to intercept the approach course, which is 288. And that is between my intermediate fix and my final approach fix. So I will reduce power settings to 2100.
5 Whiskey Mike, contact approach 120.95, expect vectors to final with them.
120.95, expect vectors to final, 605 Whiskey Mike.
134.2273 Hotel, thank you. You're welcome.
NorCal approach, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, 4,000.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, NorCal approach, altimeter 3019er.
3019er and 605 Whiskey Mike, we're on vectors for the ILS 28 right approach at Modesto, and after that we'd like to do a left turnout, left crosswind departure to come back to the localizer 28 right approach with a procedure turn at Z-Lot.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, Roger, after the approach, turn left heading 170 and return to this frequency.
On the mist, left heading 170, back to you on this frequency, 605 Whiskey Mike. Okay. Airspeed is good, heading is good, altitude is good. I know I've got a vector to final, so I'm going to bring that up, get it ready on my procedures. And let's see if I can bring in a Modesto VOR at this point. Should be close. There we go. Got my ADAS, got my VOR.
Approach, 702 policy, Conway.
Alright, on a heading of 200.
Whiskey, turn right heading 220. 220, thank you, policy. November 34 Victor, maintain at or below 3,000, opposite direction traffic, 12 o'clock, 5 miles, a Cessna at 3,500.
Okay, I don't see the traffic in my vicinity, looking good.
Looking for traffic, 834 Victor.
Heading to the approach course.
33 Sierra, contact Modesto Tower. Contact Modesto Tower 2 Victor.
Yep, Modesto Tower.
Whiskey Tango, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles.
Modesto Tower, teed up here at COM 2.
2,800.
And again, about 5 miles, 7 miles out, I'll request a VFR descent down to 2,000. Right turns, intercept vectors to final. I'll activate vectors to final, activate my approach, confirm my CDIs on localizer, and reduce power to 2100, and do my 321 before Z-Lot.
November 2 Papa Whiskey, 7 miles from the final approach fix, turn right heading 280, cleared ILS approach.
Will be 1800 coming up to Z-Lot, and then after that coming down 291. I'm going to go give myself about 50 feet of wiggle room, so I'm going to be shooting for 340 for the mist.
Sounds good.
1 Whiskey Tango, eyes on traffic, no factor. Number 1 Whiskey Tango.
And after that, we're going to do brief our mist here. We're going to climb straight out 1500, climbing left turn, back around to 170. We'll brief that on our approach.
I'll change it for you a little bit, climb maintain 1,000, and then you're authorized to turn left to 170 out of 1,000. For this first missed approach.
Oh, so don't.
You have to go all the way to 1,500 to make the turn. That's only on the published mist.
Okay. 1,000.
Yeah. You have the right idea, though.
I flew with an instructor, and he said always 1,500, even if it's a left turnout. But
it will top out on the ground. That's technique. We'll top out on the ground. That's a good idea.
and NorCal Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike.
NorCal approach.
NorCal approach for Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike on this left crosswind. Back to Z-Lod with a procedure turn. That's a heading of 170, and do you have an altitude restriction on that?
November 5 Whiskey Mike negative, no altitude restriction. Just come back to this frequency, and if there's no traffic in the way, I'll let you go direct to Z-Lod at that point to do the other approach.
Copy that. No altitude restriction. 170 on the heading 605 Whiskey Mike.
Hi, Whiskey Mike. This is NorCal approach on the mist. Maintain 2,000.
NorCal approach 465 for Bravo, requesting cancel and service heading back to Gastro. Number 465 for Bravo, radar service terminated, squawk VFR,
170 for 605 Whiskey Mike.
Squawk VFR, change of code, good day.
Okay, 15, bringing our range in here. So a little too far out to request a descent. Want to get a little bit closer. Be to that safety zone of our approach course. Again, we're going to turn to a heading of 288. Activate vectors to final. Activate our approach. Confirm our localizer and CDI.
Whiskey Tango, contact Fresno approach 119.6.
Reduce power to 2100 and 321 coming into Z-Lot. 321 is all bug my mist at 3 miles out, 2 miles out.
Whiskey, contact Castle Tower.
On my descent checklist, and 1 mile out, flaps 10. Then after that, 2 miles out from final, from missed approach point, I will go flaps 20. Airspeed is good, heading is good.
NorCal,
Altitude is
November
good.
3955 Foxtrot, would you descend into 4,200?
November 3955 Foxtrot, NorCal approach, altimeter 3019. What are your intentions after this approach?
I'd like to access to the ILS and then the alternate best.
November 55 Foxtrot, what are your intentions after this approach?
We're going to do multiple approaches, so we'd probably like to do another ILS from Modesto.
November 55 Foxtrot, roger, climb out instructions. After the approach, turn left heading 170 and return to this frequency.
Yeah, okay, I've got my Modesto localizer, checking that out. And got good Morris on Modesto localizer. VOR and localizer both checked. 10 miles to go, 7 miles. I'm going to request just to let NorCal know I'm doing a VFR descent down to 2,000.
Perfect.
November 1242 November, contact approach.
Airspeed is good, heading is good. Pressure is good, check my insert instruments.
125.1.
Oil is in the green and looking good. Oil pressure, oil temperature, all good. And NorCal, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, can we get a VFR descent down to 2,000 for this approach?
November 5 Whiskey Mike, I didn't give you any restrictions on altitude. Altitude, your discretion.
Altitude discussion, 605 Whiskey Mike. I always like to let them know.
Foxtrot, turn left heading 110, vector for sequence.
They always do that to me.
Okay, 110, 55 Foxtrot.
Throttling back for our descent. A lot of people or instructors say, hey, VFR discretion, VFR altitude is your discretion, and I want to let them know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they got going on around there.
Exactly. You got a guy coming in, or Delray there, 1,000.
Exactly.
1,000 feet below us. You might want to let the guy know you're coming down.
The more information you got, the better off you're going to be. All right, 3,800 coming down to 2,000. 3,700 coming down to 2,000. 2.5 degrees nose down. Going to get a vector here in a while when I get that. Activate vectors to final. Activate my approach. Confirm CDIs on localizer. Power reduction down to 2,100. 321 coming into Z-Lock. 3,500 coming to 2,000. Approximately 5 miles to go. 34 coming down to 2,000. Airspeed 106, heading is good. Altitude is good. 33 coming down to 2,000. Airspeed is good, heading is good. 32 coming down to 2,000. 5 miles of final approach course. 3,100 coming out at 2,000. Airspeed is good, heading is good, 1,000 to go.
November 55 Foxtrot, turn right heading 170.
2,900 coming down to 2,000.
Right, 170, 55 Foxtrot.
Airspeed is good, heading is good, 28 coming down to 2,000. .27 coming down to 2,000. Got a little bit of traffic here ahead of me. Miles to go. 26 coming down to 2,000.
November 7 Delta Bravo, traffic 12 o'clock and 5 miles southwest bound. 5,600
to the right.
is
Okay, looking 7 o'clock.
They're above us. That's good. I'm looking.
I got 500 above us. 400 to go.
7 Bravo has that traffic inside, maintaining visual separation.
November 7 Delta Bravo,
We're gonna head in here in a minute.
continue heading that direction towards Palo
Heading to
Alto.
course.
Contact approach 125.1.
125.1.
Activate vectors to final.
Good day.
Approach course. Confirm CDI to localizer. 2,200 coming down to 2,000. 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 2,200
605 Whiskey Mike, 6 miles from the final approach fix. Turn right heading 250, cleared ILS approach.
Right heading 250, cleared ILS approach, 605 Whiskey Mike. Vector's final is good, localizer is good, approach is good. I'm at 2,000 and powering back to 2350 for now until I intercept the approach, at which point I will come back to 2100. 2350, localizer is alive, localizer is coming in. And I'll have 5.8 miles to go to my final approach fix at Z-Lot. Heading is good, autopilot is good, altimeter is good, approach, localizer is on standby, glide slope is on standby. And localizer is alive, coming in.
StarCal approach, Skyline 313 Romeo Mike, it's 5,000.
Skyline 313 Romeo Mike, StarCal approach, altimeter 3019er.
3019er, 3 Romeo Mike.
Power setting 2350. Localizer is coming in, looking good, airspeed is good, heading is good, altitude is good, glide slope's already gone active. Coming around at 288 on the course heading. And rolling out 288. Autopilot looks good. Localizer's engaged. Autopilot's good.
November 55 Foxtrot, turn right heading 210.
And we're on final approach course.
Right, 210.
Reducing my airspeed down now to 2100. 2150. And I'm going to come down to 1800.
November 5 Whiskey Mike, contact Modesto Tower.
Over to Modesto Tower, 605 Whiskey Mike. Modesto Tower, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, established on ILS 28 right approach.
Number 605 Whiskey Mike, Modesto Tower, report crossing Z-Lot.
We'll report crossing Z-Lot 605 Whiskey Mike. Okay, I'm bugging up my mist. I'm going to climb to 2,000. Airspeed is good. I want to be about 95. Needle is good. Coming down to 1800 is Z-Lot. 1900 coming down to 1800.
Course departure, Hayward approved. Runway 28 right, clear for takeoff. Wind 280 at 10.
Airspeed is good.
3019.
Coming down a little bit. Want to be about 95.
Clear for takeoff, no delay, CTC.
Coming down to 1800. 1840. Airspeed's coming down. 2.4 miles to go. Airspeed is good. Heading is good. 1800 on the airspeed. Bringing about 2150 right there. Bring down that airspeed. 95 knots. 2 miles out. Going to run a descent checklist. Gas on both undercarriages down. Mixture is full rich. Props full forward. Doors and belts are good. Lights are good. Descent checklist complete. Bringing in a little bit of power. Want to be a little bit faster. About 95 here. 2150. 1800 is good. Glide slope is alive and active. 1.6 miles to go. One mile, we're going to go flaps 10. 2 miles from this approach point, we're going to go flaps 20. Glide slope is active. 1.2 miles to go. Airspeed is good. But with that, I don't want to add too much more power. Heading is good. Altitude is good. Glide slope's coming down. 1 mile to go. 1 mile to go. Flaps 10. Trimming. Trim is alive. And powering back. Right about there.
Skycom 5 Whiskey Mike, runway 28 right, clear for the option.
Runway 28 right, clear for the option, 605 Whiskey Mike. Glide slope's coming down, 0.3 to go. Power set, airspeed is good, heading is good. Glide slope's coming down, 0.1 to go. And 0.1. And reducing power to 18. Glide slope is good, tad bit high. Bringing that down 1800. Bring that in. Airspeed is, let's slow it up even a little bit more. I want to get about 84 knots. 87, coming down to 84. Heading is good. 1600 descending. Coming to 340 feet. 340 feet, we will go 350. We're going to go missed. I bugged that up. Within my limits. Airspeed 85. Want to get that down about 84. 84. Heading, airspeed is good. Heading is good. 1400 coming to 350. Power setting is bringing that in a little bit, just a tad. We're a skosh high on the glide slope.
And Modesto Tower,
4 miles to go.
With you on the ILS 28.
Airspeed is good. Heading is good. Glide slope is good. 1300 coming down to 350. 1000 to go. 3.8 miles.
Traffic and runway 28
Airspeed is good. Heading is good. 1300 coming down to 350. Less than 1000 to go. 3.6 miles.
Clear for the option number 2, 55 Foxtrot.
Going flaps 20 at 2 miles. After this, we're going to climb to 2000 and a heading of 170, and I can make that turn at 1000.
Number 330, squawk 5.
Bringing out that, got a big headwind here. Bringing out that power a little bit, going to get that airspeed down to about 84, 1100 coming down to 350, 3.1 miles to go. Airspeed is good, heading is good, 1050, 700 to go, 2.9 miles.
Number 330, contact North approach on 125.
Airspeed is good, bringing that in a tad, about 1700. Heading is good, and we've got 950 coming down to 350, 600 to go. I'm going to go full power on the mist, flaps up to 10, positive rate, flaps up to 0, bringing in that power. 2.4 miles to go. Get an airspeed up here to about 80, about a little bit higher. 500 feet to go, 840 down to 350, 500 feet to go. Airspeed is good, heading is good. 750 coming down to 350. A little low on the glide slope. There we go, there we go. And I've got 400 to go. 2 miles out, flaps 20. Yeah, we're bringing that airspeed back down to about 75. 620 to go, 300 to go. 550, 200 to go. Airspeed is good, heading is good. A little bit of power there. Big headwind. 550, 200 to go. Airspeed is good. Heading is good. Going to hold this heading 292 on the upwind. A little bit high. 440. Coming down to 350. 50 to go. 40 to go. 30 to go. 20 to go. 10 to go. Power to full. 291 on the heading. Flaps up. 5 to 7 degrees, nose up. Holding that heading 292. Positive rate. Flaps up. Trimming. Modesto Tower, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike is on the mist. ILS 28 right.
That's the 605, Whiskey Mike, roger. When able to turn left heading 160 and contact NorCal on 120.95.
Left heading 160 over to NorCal 120.95, 605 Whiskey Mike. That's different than NorCal's instruction. So I will fly the tower's instruction. I can make my turn at 1,000.
You might advise him that they gave us a 170 heading.
And Modesto Tower, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike. NorCal gave us a heading of 170.
605 Whiskey Mike, roger. Then do the heading that NorCal gave you and contact them on 120.95.
Over to NorCal 120.95. 1,000. And I can start my lift to the left. Coming around to 170. NorCal Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is on the missed left crosswind departure to 170 heading from Modesto ILS 28 right.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, northbound departure, radar contact. And
180.
until you reach 2000.
NorCal, could you repeat that? We didn't get that last transmission.
It's always fuzzy right here.
Copy that. 170 on the heading, 1600 coming to 2000.
Alright, this one's hand flown with
Yes, sir.
filters.
NorCal, that's a negative copy for 605 Whiskey Mike.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, how do you hear this transmitter?
We've got it you now, 605 Whiskey Mike, thank you.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, okay, thank you very much. You are radar contact, and continue climbing until you reach 2,500. Once you reach 2,500, resume own navigation for ZLAT.
Continue to climb to 2,500, resume on nav to ZLOT 605 Whiskey Mike.
November 313 Romeo Mike, contact Modesto Tower.
Contacting Modesto Tower, 313 Romeo Mike.
$2,200 coming to 2,500. $2,300 coming to 2,500. Localizer 28 right. Gonna go direct ZLOT at 2,500. Heading is good. Altitude 24 coming to 25.
I just want to look at this, make sure that's good. Feel better, good. Alright, cool. I'll put it back.
Trimming for that. Holding right there. And direct ZLOT initial approach fix. And activate. Making my turn to ZLOT. Line my needle. On my turn to ZLOT. Power setting is good.
Vertical track.
Off a little bit to the right, bringing that over to the left. I'm going to cross ZLOT, fly a heading of 108.
NorCal, November 3955 Foxtrot.
Bring up my timer for 1 minute. Fly that heading for 1 minute.
300. Would like vectors for another ILS 28 right and VFR to Columbia if possible.
Remind me, was this going to be a localizer approach?
15 knots across to the left. I'm going to fly this 5A for a while.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, this next approach, is it going to be the localizer runway 28 right?
Yes, localizer 28 right. Affirmative, proceed return to ZLOT for 605 Whiskey Mike.
November 5 Whiskey Mike, Roger. And what were your intentions after the approach?
Publish missed approach into the holding pattern.
Publish missed approach to the hold at Modesto VOR for 605 Whiskey Mike.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, Roger. Publish missed approach approved. And cross ZLAT now at or above 2,000. Cleared localizer runway 28 right approach.
Cross ZLOT at or above 2,000. Cleared localizer 28 right approach 605 Whiskey Mike.
And NorCal, November 3955.
That's good. I won't need to lose too much altitude. And that proceed return.
Let's see if we get vectors
Flying
for
this
another
heading.
ILS
065, 2.3 miles to go.
Columbia Oscar 22.
Across ZLOT.
I'm sorry, November 3955 Foxtrot.
Across ZLOT at or above 2,000.
Radar
Making my descent down here.
Fly heading 110
Getting down to 2,000. 1.8 miles to go.
110.
Start my timer. Fly heading 108 for 1 minute. And then I'm going to come around to about 33. 1.2 miles to go.
4 flight 796, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend, maintain 4,000, 4 flight 796.
Crossing ZLOT.
November November 3955 Foxtrot. Just let the tower know that you want to head to Columbia, and they'll probably give you a right crosswind departure, but they'll give you the climb out if you let them know you're going to Columbia.
I will do. We'll advise the tower and work with them. Thank you.
Starting my timer. That was a little early. Clear that. And start my timer. Off a little bit to the left. To the right here, bringing that over to the left. Flying this, and I'm going to make a right turn around to 330. And I'm descending now to 1800. Getting back on my needle here. Continue my descent down to 1800. Coming around to 333 in 9 seconds. 1980 coming down to 2. It's coming down to 18, excuse me. 333. And 1800. Powering up. Holding that 1800.
Local departure, this is where 8234.
This is the localizer, so I need to switch that on my inbound.
Golf. We are 6 miles northwest from Merced.
Holding that 1800.
3,400, climb maintain 4,500. Request VFR flight following to Stockton.
Set a right turn around to 333.
November 8234 Victor, NorCal departure, radar contact, squawk 5324. 5324, 234 Victor.
333, roll out, hold 1800.
And NorCal, bearing 20.
Localizer, engage.
5 from Modesto, we have Romeo.
Bearing 2070, NorCal approach.
Holding at 1800.
November 8234 Victor, altimeter 3021. 3021, 234 Victor.
NorCal 313 Romeo, Mike, publish message.
November 313 Romeo Mike, NorCal
after this.
radar contact, altimeter 3019.
Turn left, we're heading at 288.
To your left, about 2 miles north of your position, southbound, altitude indicates 2,200.
Holding at 1800.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on him. 3 Romeo, Mike, thank you.
November 5
coming
Whiskey
down
Mike, contact Modesto Tower.
Order Modesto Tower, 605 Whiskey Mike. Modesto Tower, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is turning inbound on the localizer 2-8 right approach from Modesto.
Just a 605 Whiskey Mike, and you can execute the published miss.
Published miss for 605 Whiskey Mike.
605 Whiskey Mike, roger, runway 28 right, clear for the option.
2-8 right, clear for the option, 605 Whiskey Mike. Localizer is coming in. Chasing it a little bit. 0.9 miles to go. Getting to it. And there we go. Coming around to 288, holding 1800. And chasing my localizer a little bit from right to left. 1800, 0.4 miles to go. Hold that right there. Flaps 10. And nose and trim. And we are coming down to 580. 0.1 to go to Z-Lock. And we're at Z-Lock. Powering out. Coming down to 580 feet. A little high. Coming down to 1800. 580 feet. I'm going to go miss at 630. Trimming for that. Airspeed is good. Heading is good. On localizer. A little high. Cheating that a little bit. 4.5 miles to go. 580 feet at half a mile, coming down to 580. As before, I'm going to go miss just about 50 feet before, so 630. Bringing that power back a little bit. Not going flaps 20 here. This is a non-precision approach. 1320 coming down to 630. 1330, 1000 to go. Powering on a little bit more. Airspeed is good. Heading is good.
Cessna 450 to traffic 3 mile final 1,400 descending is a Skyhawk for runway 28 right. Do you want 28 right or 28 left?
Airspeed is good. Heading is good.
Looking for the traffic and
coming down to 580, 630. 3.3 miles to go. I want to be there about a mile in advance. So about a mile
traffic on
and a
the 8 mile
half.
final is another
I'd like
step.
to try to get down to
Moving
that 630, so I'm going to take out a little bit more power. Cheat a little bit. Coming down to 5 degrees, nose down. Coming down to 530. Airspeed is good, heading is good. Coming down to 530, 2.2 miles to go. Coming through 930, 400 to go. Doing well here. That's good. 2.6 miles to go. Holding that 1800. Airspeed is good, heading is good. 800, coming down to 530. 200 to go. Airspeed is good. Heading is good. Pulling out a little bit of power. 740, 200 to go.
450 to 2 o'clock on final 800.
Airspeed is good, heading is good. 2 miles out. And 100 to go.
That's a 450, Roger.
Get to 530.
Traffic, and what type of landing do you want?
And power back 2100. Airspeed is good, heading is good.
Roger, and follow
And
traffic.
580.
Runway 28 right, clear touch and go. After touch and go, back full traffic.
Minimums.
Right close traffic approved, number 2,
missed approach point.
Missed approach point, 1.5 miles out. Got a 1 mile to go. 580. Power 2100, holding that right there.
There we go.
2100 on power setting. And half a mile to go. Holding that 630. Off a little bit to the right of my needle, tracking that over to the left.
And Modesto Tower 3955 Foxtrot with you on the ILS 28 right.
That's a 3955 Foxtrot.
And a half mile going miss. Power to full.
Mile final.
There's 5 to 7 degrees, nose up.
28 right, clear for the option.
Okay, clear for the option 28 right.
Flaps up, positive right.
3. The other thing, approach
5 to 7
control
degrees.
to Columbia Northeast after this approach. He said to coordinate with you on the mist.
There's a 55 Foxtrot, Roger.
1500, right turn back around to Modesto.
That's affirmative.
Modesto Tower, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike is on the mist. Localizer 28 right.
That's a 605 Whiskey Mike, Modesto Tower, Roger. Contact NorCal on 120.95.
Over to NorCal 120.95, 605 Whiskey Mike. NorCal Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is on the published mist for localizer 28 right at Modesto.
Number 605 Whiskey Mike, NorCal departure, radar contact, altimeter 3019er.
3019er, 605 Whiskey Mike. Getting off a little bit to the right of my needle, bringing that over to the left, coming to 1500, then right turn around. Back to Modesto VOR for the published hold. And 1500.
Number 605 Whiskey Mike, climb and maintain VFR 2500.
Climb maintain 2500, 605 Whiskey Mike.
November 313 Romeo Mike, traffic will be joining you in the hold from beneath you, a Cessna 172 climbing to 2500.
Really?
Affirmative, 3 Romeo Mike.
Never done that
November
before.
605 Whiskey Mike, traffic will be holding above you at 3000, a Cessna 182.
I'll be looking.
We'll be looking, 605 Whiskey Mike.
Eyes are peeled. Get this sunrise out of my way. There we go.
2500, 1800, 1900, coming to 2500. Coming around to Modesto VOR. Across Modesto VOR, turn to a heading of 150. Fly that for 1 minute. 2100 coming to 25. 22 coming to 25. 23 coming to 25. Leveling off at 2500. Intercepting my course here.
15796, have a great day.
Flying that needle over. 23 coming to 2500.
It's alright, my range is out for a second. Oh, there he is. Okay, I got them. Alright, you can do whatever you want with the range now. I have traffic on.
Okay.
I know where to look now.
And timer. Heading of 150. For 1 minute.
November 3, Romeo Mike, that Bonanza traffic now. 12 o'clock and about
150 for 1 minute.
3,500.
2500.
We're looking 3 Romeo Mike.
2500 right there.
Inside 3 Romeo Mike.
November 3, Romeo Mike, they're going to hit the VOR and then turn left towards Oakdale.
And I've got Nav
thank you.
calling me around to 285. Holding that 2500. Coming around to 285. Coming through parallel. Want to be about 1.5 dots. Pretty much right there. Hold my standard rate, 2500. Continue my turn. Looking for 295 for rolling time.
November 5, Whiskey Mike. Traffic 12 to 1 o'clock and a mile. Inbound to Oakdale, the Bonanza 3,300.
605 Whiskey Mike, looking for traffic. 295 and rolling out. Starting my timer. 285.
And Whiskey Mike, that traffic's the 3 o'clock traffic. We have them in sight.
November 5, Whiskey Mike, that 10, thank you, is going to be turning towards Oakdale now.
No factor, thank you. Yeah, they're gone.
Getting off to the left of my needle.
One more hold, and then we'll proceed.
Copy that. Power setting is good. Tracking my needle over from left to right, holding my altitude 2500. 0.7 to go. 0.6 to go. Needle is coming in. Pretty much head on the nose. 13 knots. Altitude is good, heading is good. Following this timer right here. 0.1. And that's 1 minute. Coming back around to 105. Standard right turn. Altitude is good, heading is good, coming around. Looking for 115 for rollout, roll time. 230 coming to 220, altitude is good. Coming to 115 for roll time. Parallel, a little over 1.5 dots. Steepen up a tiny bit. Standard rate, altitude is good, heading is good.
November 605 Whiskey Mike. Fly heading 180. It's a vector for Modesto departure traffic.
180.
Okay. Any chance we can just stay VFR, just do 1 turn in this hold to finish up this check ride?
November 5 Whiskey Mike. Yeah, go ahead and do that. That's approved as requested at 2,500. There is going to be a Gulfstream departing Modesto, runway 28 right. They're going to be climbing to 2,000 beneath you.
Okay, yeah, we've got the Gulfstream in sight on the roll. That'd be great, thank you. Otherwise, we got to go out and do the whole thing again. Thank you. I don't want to do that.
Thank you, Ken.
I got him in sight. He's gonna be no factor.
Alright, track is good. We'll like to be about 1.3. Tracking out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just
2500 on the
just a
altitude.
little bit so I can keep an eye on him, but he's climbing like a rocket.
NorCal approach, Skyline 313 Romeo Mike, we're done with the holding pattern. We'd like to descend VFR for a full stop landing from the death. So we have that traffic behind us, but we can take a heading if you'd like. November 3 Romeo Mike, Roger, and you want to cancel IFR?
Blowing in a little bit.
Yes, cancel IFR, yes please, 3 Romeo Mike. November 3 Romeo Mike, Roger, turn, IFR cancellation received, turn left heading 180 and start your descent. I'll have to turn back towards the airport.
Altitude 2500, standard rate 10.
Start descent 3 Romeo Mike, thank you.
Standard rate turn coming around at 285, roll time at 295. Parallel, dot and a half, that looks good. Hold the standard rate, back it back a little bit. Hold my altitude 2500. Continuing around to 285, 295, roll out.
And NorCal 605 Whiskey Mike. Once we pass the VOR, like a right turn, just VFR to Oscar 22, put a little air work, and then we'll wrap up with one approach up there.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, Roger, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation. Whiskey Mike, thank you.
November 3 Romeo Mike, turn left heading 100.
Yeah, you got 100, 3 Romeo Mike. Challenger in sight.
November 5 Whiskey Mike, altitude pilot's discretion.
Altitude pilot's discretion, 605 Whiskey Mike.
Maintain 2,500 and then crossing the VOR, turn right 030 and climb and maintain 5,000.
030 on the heading, climb maintain 5,000, 605 Whiskey Mike.
November 5, November 313 Romeo Mike, resume on navigation, left traffic, and contact Modesto Tower. Have a good one.
Resuming our navigation, contacting Modesto Tower. Thank you much. 3 Romeo Mike.
Alright, 1.1 miles to go, right turn to 030, climb maintain 5,000.
Approach 125.1.
Clear my timer.
Contact approach
0.9 to go.
8234 Victor.
0.7 to go. Point 4 to go.
November 2070 Lima, contact Modesto Tower.
Switch to tower.
0.1.
Clear right.
And coming around, climb. Power to full. 5 to 7 degrees, nose up. Coming up to 5,000, coming around to 330. Excuse me, 030. 27 coming to 5,000.
I roll this range in again here. I don't see anybody out here. Looks good.
Okay, approach Skyhawk.
As you make your way up to 5,000, you can go ahead and just set up for the RNAV 35 approach to Columbia via
3021.
Absolutely.
Havoc 2. Once we plus, let's get up the road here a little bit.
November 605 Whiskey Mike, contact approach 125.1.
Over to approach 125.1, 605 Whiskey Mike. 3,000 coming to 5,000. 020 coming to 030.
Approach area 93, Whiskey looking for the VOR for 126.
And 030 on the heading, continue our climb. NorCal Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, 3,300 climbing 5,000.
Number 605 Whiskey Mike, Alpha approach, radar contact, stock altimeter 3021.
3021 and 605 Whiskey Mike, we're going to do some air work and then we'd like to do the RNAV 35 approach over into Columbia.
Number 2 Charlie Hotel, contact approach 127.67, good day.
2767, good day, Charlie.
3,500 coming to
NorCal approach with the
5,000, heading 030.
Number 8234 Victor, NorCal approach, stock altimeter 3021.
3021, 8234 Victor.
Oscar 22. Why do I do that? Come on now, you know better than that. 3,700. coming to 5,000. There we go, Columbia. Enter. And procedure, select approach, 030 on the heading, 2 seconds eyes away, 3800. And we want to transition at Habsu. Enter. Arrow. And we'll bring that up. 030 on the heading.
Bonanza 22908, Echo is executing the
3140. 4,000 coming to 5,000.
Bonanza 22908, Echo, North Departure Radar contact, stock altimeter 3021, let me know when you're ready for your next reply.
3021 will let you know.
41 coming to 5,000. 3140. And load. 030 on the heading, 7 degrees nose up. And we'll get our frequencies in, 124.65.
30 is the weather, Byron.
Alright,
flight controls for a second.
Your controls.
Look down and see what that says. What does that say right there?
There, sir.
There you go, right there. Controls. Just look down.
NorCal approach, 173 Charlie Kilo, direct
check this right down here. What does this say here?
173 Charlie Kilo, NorCal approach.
Up, your controls.
My controls are going to be full.
Say it, my controls.
Yes, sir.
Your head down. Alright, tell you. I'm trying to work with a scenario here, so just look down and read. Say, man, what does that say down on the right side?
Okay, I got you.
Hello, report over the VOR 3 Charlie Kilo.
What's it say on the other side?
It says fuel selector.
Your controls, there you go.
My controls.
Alright, good, nice work. Okay, good. Alright, my controls.
Your controls.
Go ahead and look down there again at the
left or right?
there again, and your controls.
My controls.
Excellent. One from nose up, one from nose down. Excellent. Alright. Proceed, go ahead and request the RNAV 35 approach, circle to land 17 at Columbia from this guy.
Okay. And NorCal Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike would like to request the RNAV 35 circle land 17 for Columbia Oscar 22.
5 Whiskey Mike, roger, proceed to Habsu, advising you have the current weather.
Proceed direct to Habsu, we'll advise on current weather 605 Whiskey Mike. Oscar 22, RNAV 35, Habsu, direct, enter. Fly that needle. What altitude would you like?
5,000.
5,000. Climbing to 5,000.
Aircraft landing Livermore, information Douglas current, 1020 at 4, altimeter 3021.
975. 124.65 on the AWAS, 122, 975, 4900 coming to 5,000. And 5,000. Leveling off. Throttling back. Cruise checklist, power is good. Needle is still coming in right to left.
Local approach, Warrior 8234 Victor, we have Stockton Airport inside.
Number 34 Victor on the contact Stockton Tower, good day.
Contact Stockton Tower, 8234 Victor.
Power setting is good, mixture is good. Lights are good, nav is open. Cruise checklist is complete.
Southwest inbound RNAV 30 Byron.
Flight 30, rest maintain VFR cleared, RNAV 30 approach Byron Airport.
And we'll see if we can bring
maintain
up
VFR cleared RNAV 30 Byron.
Celsius, altimeter 3.
Flight 30, completing your approach, maintain VFR back to me.
VFR back to you on the completion of the approach, Flight 30.
Flight 30, continue to advisory frequency at this time. Currently there's traffic maneuvering 5 north of the Byron Airport at 3,000 westbound.
We'll be on the lookout for the traffic and change advisories approved, Flight 30.
That's all, cross stock information, hotels, current wind 2900 at 6, altimeter 3020. Right now, Lima turn left, heading 320, join the VOR final.
938 Lima, we'd like to go to the VOR and proceed it on the VOR.
Hey, 9 Lima, let's proceed to the court.
Hey, 9 Lima, thank you.
Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions clear below 12,000. Temperature 16 Celsius. Dew point -4 Celsius. Altimeter 3,020 inches of mercury.
Flying the needle in. Just want to get wind check one more time.
Columbia Airport. Automated weather observation 2357 Zulu. Wind 240 at 4 knots. Visibility more than 10.
And NorCal Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike has minute weather at Columbia.
5 Whiskey Mike, right?
Okay, proceeding direct Havasu, 10.6 miles to go. We've got our ATIS.
Roman 400, contact approach 125.35, good day.
Altitude 5,000, 030 on the heading. Bring that over a little bit. We got 15 degrees of winds from the left.
Cessna 437 Foxtrot
And that power in. I'm going to check my RAIN.
Cessna 437 Foxtrot Alpha North approach, stock altimeter 3021.
3021, 7 Foxtrot Alpha. Thank you.
.4 miles to go. Briefing my plate coming into Havasu 4500, and then I'll be turning to a heading of 077. 077 on the heading. And I'll be coming down to 4500. Altitude is good, 5,000. Airspeed is good, heading is good. Off a little bit to the right now, so bringing that over from right to left. 8.8 miles to go. Crossing Havasu, drop down to 4500 on 077, then Rito, left turn to 354, down to 3400. Start making my calls.
VFR, thanks for the help, 55 Foxtrot.
And reduce power, that's my intermediate fix, down to 2100, coming down to 3400, and then 321 coming into Rito. Brief my mist, and do my descent checklist. And flaps 10 at 1 mile to go, sorry.
Right down Lima, maintain VFR at 3,000.
Power is good, mixture is good.
NorCal approach, CDM 838 Romeo Alpha 5900.
I'm going to cancel here in a moment with this guy, and then I'll take over as ATC.
CDM 838 Romeo Alpha North approach, stock altimeter 3021.
Power setting is good, mixture is good, heading is good, and altitude is good at 5,000.
I have information hotel and request direct tip to for ILS 29 right.
Romeo Alpha, clear direct tip to
6.8 miles to go to Havasu, turn to heading is 077, coming down to 4500.
Okay, approach, good afternoon, Shadow 36, level 5,000 with hotel.
Heading is good, altitude is good.
ILS 29 right, beginning at wind at full approach.
Shadow 36 North approach, stock altimeter 3021. You said you wanted to start where for the full approach?
3021 and starting at Linden for the full approach.
Heading is good, altitude is good, 6.1 miles to go to Havasu.
Approach, maintain 5,000.
077 on the heading, down to 45. Go to Rito.
Wait 1 second.
Copy.
And NorCal 605 Whiskey Mike, let's just proceed in VFR from here and just do the approach in VFR conditions. We have the airport in sight, no weather.
5 Whiskey Mike, roger, maintain VFR, proceed as requested.
Maintain VFR, proceed as requested, 605 Whiskey Mike.
NorCal approach, Cessna 980 Foxtrot Lima.
5.3 miles to go.
With information Delta. 605 Whiskey Mike.
Lima, roger, contact Livermore Tower.
Cross Havoc at or above.
Livermore Tower,
4,500. Cleared for RNAV 35, circle to land 17.
Cross Havasu at about 4,500, clear for the RNAV 35, 17
3 Charlie Kilo, descend maintain 4,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, 3 Charlie Kilo.
We'll start my descent here, come down to 4,500, come down to 4,550. Get teed up for this approach, 4.5 miles to go. A little bit off to the right of my needle, bringing that over from right to left. 5,000 coming down to 45.
And land, change to advisor frequency approved, good afternoon.
5 Whiskey Mike, change to advisor frequency approved, thank you. You want us to squawk 1200 or stay on this?
No, stay on your code to land, 5 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, on our code to land, 5 Whiskey Mike. Good day, thanks for your help today. Alright, 5 Whiskey Mike. You are clear for the RNAV 35, circle to land 17.
Clear for the RNAV 35, circle line 17, 605 Whiskey Mike.
Number 20425.
And traffic change approved, Whiskey Mike.
And I'll start making my calls at Rito, that's 10 miles out.
And 5 Whiskey Mike, this is NorCal approach, frequency change approved, over.
I'm not sure what you're trying to mimic.
5 Whiskey Mike, this is NorCal approach, over, do you hear us?
5 Whiskey Mike, we hear you, NorCal.
5 Whiskey Mike, this is NorCal approach, over.
NorCal, we hear you.
5 Whiskey Mike, this is NorCal approach, we don't hear you, over.
Okay, so I'm going to check my comms.
Okay, it's all done, and what was your last clearance?
Frequency change approved, and proceed direct to HAPSU, and clear for the ILS, for the RNAV 35 approach.
Alright, so what would you do if you lost comms in this situation right here?
I would, and I have no VFR alternatives.
Yeah, but I mean,
I would continue my approach.
there you go, it's that easy.
That easy.
That easy.
For your needle is good, 4,500, and leveling off. We'll set a power setting about 2450 right there. 1 mile to go to HAPSU, going to turn right to a heading of 077, come down and stay at this 4,500.
55 Foxtrot, about 12 to the south. We'll be doing the RNAV 35 approach, circle line 17, Columbia.
Tell them you're over. Tell them where you are and coordinate with that guy.
Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is proceeding to HAPSU approximately 15 miles to the west of the airport. We are going to be running the RNAV 35, circling approach to 17, Columbia.
You tell him you're right over Havaxu since it's a bird.
We are right over HAPSU right now, 605 Whiskey Mike for Columbia traffic.
Yeah, we're just coming up, if you got Ken with you, he knows, we're just coming up over Red Hills.
Copy that, I'll let Ken know, 605 Whiskey Mike for Columbia traffic. 2350 on the power, setting off a little bit to the right of my needle, bringing that over from right to left, holding that 4,500.
I'm looking. Okay, got him on the TCAS, that's good.
And we're looking for you, 605 Whiskey Mike for Columbia traffic.
Know exactly where Red Hills is.
Okay, if we get in your guys' way for the approach, it's more important, let us know, we'll bust off.
Copy
Thank
that.
you.
Copy that, Ken says thank you. Check my needle in right to left, 4,500. My next heading will be 354, and I will start making my calls. And I'll be coming down to 3,400. 5.9 miles go to Rito. 2350 on the power setting. 20 knots crosswind from the left. Bringing that in pretty steep. .4580 on altitude.
Hey Ken, this is Ken. We're coming up right behind you here. We're about 2 miles behind you on the approach. What speed are you doing?
We don't set no speed record, it's about 98 knots. So we can do, if you like, we can just bust off, we'll make a right turn to the south, and then we'll rejoin the approach behind you. How's that?
That would be amazing, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're closing up on you. We're doing about 105. We're slowed.
Yeah, not hard to do with this puppy.
There we go. Alright, because you got him up there.
Rito is good, 4.4 miles go.
Hey, if you don't mind bumping your altitude up just a couple hundred, that'd be good too. I'm still looking for you.
Okay, yeah, we'll climb up to about 4,800. We're heading south.
Awesome, thanks. We got you.
4 miles to go, Rito.
TCAS is still looking for you. Boy, I don't know why I don't see him.
Rito, sorry, bud. Needle is good, right, bringing over to the right, right to the left. Altitude 4560, 3.6 miles to go to Rito. Left turn at Rito to 354.
Yeah, so he's about 3 miles ahead of us.
Well, that's nice of him to peel off.
Yeah, that's good. He knows he's doing a check right there.
That's what I call respect, Ken.
I'll just keep heading south there. Here you guys turn inbound from Rito there.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right, 2.9 miles to go to Rito.
Oh, I got up in sight. Oh, we got you in sight there, Ken. In fact, we should be about your 3 o'clock there.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Gonna have a direct headwind here when I turn. 2.5 miles to go. Needle is off a little bit to the right, bringing that over to the left. 4,500 on
Vertical track.
altimeter. My next step is 354 at 3,400. 1.9 miles, and after that, head to Kikti and descend down to 3140. Heading is good, altitude is good, airspeed is good. 1.5 miles to go to Rito. Rito left turn to 354. Intermediate fix, reduce power to 2100, come down to 3400. Start making my calls. 1.1 miles to go. Left to heading 357 in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left turn to 357. Power reduction to 2100. Start coming down to 3400 on the altimeter. Whoa, easy there, Chief. The wind caught me a little bit. 2100 on the power setting, coming around to 357. Dropping down 4500, coming to 34. Copy traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is approximately 10 miles to the south. We are going to enter the right crosswind 4, circling to 17, landing full stop, Columbia. Off a little bit to the left, bringing that over to the right. 43 coming down to 34. Power setting 21, bring that down a little bit more. 5.3 miles to go. Do my 321.
Traffic, Navajo 1851 Alpha is on the ILS runway 16, planning to miss the approach to the left.
Off a little bit to the left, bringing that over to the right. Call it's not for me. Bringing my needle in. 42 coming to 34. 4.8 miles to go to Kikti. Do my 321. Needle is good. Airspeed is good. 42 coming to 34. 4.5 miles to go. Get down to 34, power back up to 2100 and hold that till Kikti. Then drop down to 3140. Airspeed is good. A little bit more power. Heading is good. 34, 41 coming to 34. Needle is good. 4,000 coming to 34, 600 to go. Airspeed is good, heading is good. 4,000 coming down to 34, 600 to go. 34, power back up to 21. Head to Kikti. Alright, Kikti, my mist here is climbing right turn all the way, climbing left turn all the way to 7,000.
1 Alpha is 2 miles
Direct to head,
on the ILS, planning to miss the approach to the east.
38 coming down to 34. Our needle's off a little bit to the right, bringing that over to the left. 3 miles to go to Kikti. Final approach fix, 1800 power reduction. 38. Start coming down a little bit more here. 2.7 miles to go, 300 feet. Coming down to 34. Gonna run the sun checklist. Gas on both undercarriages down, mixture's full rich, props full forward, doors and belts are good, and lights are good. 36 coming down to 34, off a little bit to the right of my needle, bringing that over to the left. Coming down to 3,400.
And we're calling traffic Navajo
2.2 miles to go.
ILS 16, planning to miss the approach to the east.
2 miles to go. Airspeed is good, heading is good, off a little bit. The wind's really picking up there. Chasing that needle over from right to left, 3,500. Down to 34. And 34, powering back up, holding at 34. 2,100 on the power setting. Needle's off right to left, bringing that over. 17 knots of wind.
The wind really is
Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, approximately 5 miles to the south. We are inbound. We are going to join right crosswind for 17 Columbia. Holding that 34. Bringing that up a little bit. 0.8. To go to Kikti, flaps 10. Holding that 3,400. Got a massive cut angle in here and it's still not doing a whole lot of damage. 2,100, holding that 34. Needle's starting to move, that's good, 3,400. Needle's coming over. And I'm start bringing that over. 3,400. I'm at Kikti. Coming down to 3,140. Coming down to 3,140. 3080. Airspeed 18. I don't need to descend like crazy. I only got 300 feet to go here. So keep that angle in there for that crosswind. 3340 coming down to 3140, 200 feet to go. Needle is coming in. 1800, Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike, is 3 miles to the south. We're going to join the right crosswind for 17 Columbia. Needle is good, it's coming in. 3240, coming down to 3140.
10 to the south on GPS 35 approach, circle line 17 Columbia.
Got him, way behind us. 3220.
Macomb traffic 2342 Tango Tango is
coming down to 3140.
northwest.
Power setting 21.
Left downwind
Laps
for
are at 10.
34 Macomb.
3180. Bringing power back up to 2100.
NorCal, 11851 Alpha.
2.2 miles to go.
Turn 090 up to 3000, looking for direct Rossi.
3180.
Copy.
Going missed at 1.5. 3180. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike's 2 miles to the south, 3100. We are joining right crosswind for Circle Land 17, Columbia.
I'll let you know when they hit the airport.
Copy that. 3180. Holding that. Needle is good. Altitude is good. Airspeed is good.
Okay, I have the flight controls.
Yeah, the flight controls.
Go and remove your hood.
Hood is off.
You can go ahead and circle.
Okay. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike, turning right crosswind for 17, Columbia. Holding that 3180 until I get a beam the numbers.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Back to normal.
And Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike is turning right downwind for 17, Columbia. Holding that 3140 until I'm a beam the numbers on my downwind. Maintaining visual contact with the airport, 3140. Tell them I beam the numbers.
Macomb traffic 2342 Tango Tango is on the left downwind for runway 34 Macomb traffic.
And Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike is on the right downwind to beam the numbers for 17. We're going to be making full stop. 605 Whiskey Mike. Columbia. Alright, I'm going to beam the numbers, coming below my minimums, and starting my approach to land. Powering back to 18. Want to be at 2560 on my base to final. Airspeed is good at 85. Coming down 3000, coming down to 2650. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike is turning right base for 17, Columbia. Target airspeed 75. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605, Whiskey Mike is turning final for 17, Columbia. I like to shave this off a little bit up here because of that mountain, so I don't square off.
Yeah, that's what everybody does. I do that all the
traffic. 55 Foxtrot 5 to the south on the GPS 35 approach.
And I'll be at 2650 right here, base to final. Says I'm a little bit low, but I really shouldn't be. And flaps 30. We got 7 knots from the right. Airspeed 65 to 70. Turn for that.
Check runway.
It's clear. I love it when it does that. Airspeed is good. Alignment is good. Little gusty.
Oh, yeah, don't ever push forward, okay? We'll talk later.
Copy. Was trying to give you a smooth one there, Ken.
I'll talk about it when the left wing gets parked.
I always try to make that no matter what I do. Sometimes. So it should have just added a tad of power there is what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get shut down.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Clear to the right. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike is clear 17. Taxi back to FBO, Columbia. Columbia traffic, Skyhawk 605 Whiskey Mike, taxi back to FBO via parallel taxi, Columbia. You see Todd?
No!
I thought that might have been him up there on a bike.
Oh, it's been a long day for these
Traffic
guys. Who
55
knows?
Foxtrot, breaking off the 35 approach. We'll enter the right downwind for 17, Columbia.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's the one.
Columbia traffic 55 Foxtrot, right downwind 17, Columbia.
Okay.
All right.